vigorously. I will form the meat into a loaf. Got it plugged in. Sadly, it doesn't have a light on it. And I got this from Canadian Tire. I've seen them for sale in like trucking stores for, truck stops and stuff. Sometimes they have like CB radios and stuff and a bunch of trucking gear. These are in there because they are pretty handy. I've used them before. So I'll know if it's working shortly, soon enough. But we're gonna find somewhere to hang out, somewhere to park for the night, and somewhere hopefully with a view. Okay, they have just announced a snowfall warning. It was iffy on if it was going to happen or not, but what better way to see this than up a mountain road with no cell service? Let's go. I know of a spot. I'm hoping it's open. There's a burned out RV on the side of the road here. There's police tape on it, so they've been here. I really hope everybody was okay. Might have been their house, so it's not a good day for somebody. The way they're backed in with the snow around, it looks like they were probably living in there, hoping for the best.
Environment Canada has issued a snowfall warning for most of the island, as well as the northern Sunshine Coast. That includes our friends in Powell River and that area. And then as we head into Wednesday, the snow will continue into the morning.
My old trusty campground is closed, but looks like they opened up a new one, and that's unusual. Oh boy, that didn't sound good. They don't normally open up new campgrounds. I haven't seen a new campground in years, so this is going to be quite nice. It claims to be open, but everything seems to shut down here in the snow. It looks like they're plowing it though, so that's a good sign for me. This is going to do just fine. Got some pretty good tires on here. They're KO2s, and got them replaced. The other ones we had 80,000 kilometers on, which is about their warranty, and I think that's 50,000 miles. First things first. All right. Since it's just me, I only have one of the seats folded down. It's one of these 60-40 split things. So it is pretty wide. It's wide enough for me. And there's some 1x6x12s, these pine boards. And I just got them shimmed up with some wooden stakes on the bottom there. And that levels it out, because the back of this does have a bit of an angle to it. Got this combination lamp / wireless phone charger. So I can chuck my phone on at night. And there we go. Charging like nothing. I do have my lithium battery back here, 100 amp hour. Got a coffee maker because they have these little hotel sized ones now, and that could be good for the morning, or maybe some Baileys and coffee tonight. Now back here I've left this seat up, and I got a little organizer here that I can store stuff in right by my head, so car keys go in there, anything I might need right away. And I found before, when I put in a big mattress back here, it was hard to, get your shoes off and get out the door. So this way I can actually take my shoes off, crawl right back in here, and shut the door. These pods I got, the coffee pods, are 100% recyclable. That includes the whole thing. Lid, made of paper. The rings, made of coffee bean skins. Hard to believe. And the filter is plant-based. So yeah, it's highly convenient, and it's something that doesn't ruin the environment too badly.
Introducing our all-new SUV, the Prologue. The prologue of things to come. The all-new, all-electric Prologue. From Honda.
If you have moderate to severe Crohn's disease, put it in check with Rinvoq, the first and only once-daily pill.
When symptoms came on fast, I got rapid symptom relief with Rinvoq. Check. When Crohn's fatigue hit me hard, I hit back with Rinvoq. Plus, I got lasting steroid-free remission. Check. And when Crohn's tried to score, Rinvoq helped visibly reduce damage of the intestinal lining. Check.
Rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission.
And visibly reduced damage. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal. Cancers, including lymphoma and skin. Heart attack, stroke, and GI tears occurred. People 50 and older with a heart disease risk factor have an increased risk of death. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Put Crohn's in check and keep it there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
All right. Cheers and happy step 2, everybody. It's pretty good for back of the car brewed coffee and Baileys, I have to say. There's only one other person in the campground, and that's the campground host, which is nice because if it does snow out here, I don't want to be the only one out here. And I bet you they got Starlink or something out there because they seem to be really set up for the season. These are great sights. Like, the view can't be beat. I'm sure there's more mountains above those clouds there. But there's a beach down there. I don't want to go too far because I got that fire convinced to burn finally. And I don't leave them too unattended. But there's some info right there on the park. I'm going to check that out. They got a pretty standard set of rules here, and yeah, there's nothing about a fee anywhere. So I think the legend is true. There are still some free campgrounds to be found, but in the winter they look like this, and in the summer, good luck finding a spot here. I'm sure of that. Little beach here, no lifeguard on duty, not a problem. I'm not going in, obviously. And it is a reservoir, hydroelectric reservoir. So it's up and down, you can see, with the snow melt and the power demand. However, the other campground was in the spillway of an earth-fill dam, and this is a seismic area. So I can understand why they shut that down, obviously. It wouldn't be the spot I'd want to be camping. But they've got a little bit of driftwood here. I didn't see anything about using driftwood, but it might be fair game, I'm not sure. There's a little bridge over there. I'll check it out tomorrow if I can get there. I don't know if it's a road bridge or an old rail bridge or a hiking trail bridge, but it warrants some investigation. Very quaint place, very quiet, nobody here. Just the way I like it. Back of the SUV camping is the gateway camping setup. Nothing here is permanently attached. It's all just sitting in here. Nothing's screwed down. Didn't have to pull any seats out or do any actual modifications. As a matter of fact, in 15 minutes this can all be out of here and it can be a functioning vehicle again. And I have a lot of subscribers that don't go camping, some of them anyhow. They like to see the adventures and the nature, and it's beautiful. They're curious about camping, but where do you begin, right? This is where you begin. This is stuff you probably got at home. Just fold your seats down, and worst comes to worst, if it's cold, you don't like it, you get scared, make sure your fire's out and you haven't had any step 2s, and just drive back home again. And it's a good sense of security. Have a full tank of gas, which I do. Supplies in case you get stranded. I've got some extra canned goods, etc. that can get me through if I get snowed up here. And we'll see. No cell service, and there's that snowfall warning. I can't get the radar because there's no cell service, but I'm listening to the radio in between shots here and trying to be as safe as possible. When the seat folds down here, there's a surprising amount of storage right underneath of it. And I can put camp chairs and I got my drone under there. Unfortunately, this is a no drone zone. Not a single piece of snow fallen yet, but that's going to change. There was not a single forecast that showed we'd escape snow, so just a matter how much. And I gotta say, I'm really enjoying not having cell service. It's like I can feel my blood pressure dropped. My phone isn't dinging, there aren't any messages, there aren't any phone calls. So it's pretty relaxing. And the lake is so still that the cars coming down the highway, their lights reflect in the water, and they're glowing like the metal on the edge of a knife. Smells like meatloaf in here. Now, I've had this thing plugged in to the jackery, and that looks pretty cooked. It's going to be sure with the thermometer. Where are we at? 165, 166 Fahrenheit, right in the middle of it. So, obviously I'm not just going to eat a pound of beef for dinner. Gotta put in some veggies. Green beans to the rescue. And just kind of cook them on there. I could cook these on the fire, but I'm really trying to do it all in the car to see how this actually might work.
Vancouver, Greater Victoria, and the Fraser Valley. Snow overnight and Wednesday with highs around 0.
Dinner should be ready in no time here, which is great. I've seen a few bits of snow coming down, and that's to be expected, but I got through most of the evening without sitting here in the snow, so that's awesome. And finally, thankfully, a difficult holiday season has been over for me. Had that 100-day cough, or whatever they call it, walking pneumonia, I don't know. But I'm feeling good, and all the distress of the holiday seasons aside, for me, 2 years running, now I can run away from my problems and go camping, which is really what I want to do.
Now streaming on Hulu.
I love you! What are they doing letting us in a place this nice?
Oh. Guys, I need you to be really cool. Can you do that for me?
When have we ever not been cool?
Vacation Friends 2 on Hulu. And there's more.
I want some more.
When you add Disney Plus to Hulu.
Hallelujah!
For just $2 more a month.
And you're just telling me now?
I got an offer that you can't refuse.
Disney Plus and Hulu, better together. With plans starting at just $9.99 a month.
Get $100 back instantly when our experts file your taxes. Plus, your returns have a lifetime guarantee, only from TurboTax. Must file by March 31st. Get TurboTax full service now.
Yum time has arrived. I wasn't sure if I'd be completely living out of my car on the side of the road somewhere in town, but keeping with the spirit of the endeavor, I'm just gonna chow down in here. You know what they say, vegetables are only supposed to be the size of a deck of cards. Just kidding. Let's see. Now, how did this loaf turn out? Worked out okay, but looks of it juicy, I can say that. All right. My meal, my car meal. Meatloaf is not bad. Tastes like an onion burg. Meatloaf even got nice and crispy on the bottom like that. Yeah, it worked out pretty good in that food warmer. Cooked it up right to perfect temperature. And I'll have leftovers in case we get snowed in here. The snowstorm didn't show up, and I can't wait around all night, so I'll crawl into bed here. Everything looking pretty comfortable, pretty cozy. Just test out my theory on getting the shoes off and closing the door. It's half the battle. My phone in the receptacle here right beside me. Cell phone is in. Door is closed. And yeah, I'll just crawl right in here and somehow try to film this. Put the keys in the key compartment here. That's a really nice thing to have, because the amount of stuff you have in your pockets when you're doing this stuff can get lost and go missing. But all right, okay. Oh yeah. So yeah, it's looking pretty good here. Got I could charge my phone on there, and if I have my laptop set up, yeah, I can see that right from here. I don't have anything downloaded to watch on my laptop, of course, but that's all right. I will crawl into bed here and get a little more comfortable. Well, I'm tucked in pretty good. That's kind of the side compartment there with my stuff in it and my shoes and some water down there. And I fit pretty good with this setup. My feet kind of touch the back. And of course I'm 5'11" and 3/4 inches. So I could probably push this seat up a little more and bend it forward a little bit more. But really, this is not a problem. I don't have to sleep diagonally. That's actually not an option because I'm in this tiny little half of the bed. But yeah, I'm digging this setup. This is pretty nice. I always said from the moment I had to live in my car at one point that I'd never own another vehicle I couldn't live in if I needed to. And this is fitting the bill. Just needs to be, organized like this. You could probably do a bunch more stuff with blackout curtains and stuff. So this above light I can do, that allows me to shut this guy off. And from here, right above me, I got a little light switch. So I think this is great. I'll see you guys in the morning. Oh, good morning. That was not much of a snowstorm. There's maybe a few centimeters out there, maybe an inch. I don't know. Definitely not snowed in, but I'll get up and check it out. Nothing to pack up, which is great. Sleep was amazing. I've never slept this organized feeling in a car. Nothing was sliding around. It was pretty level. It was comfortable. I got 2 layers of 3-inch foam in here, so it's surprisingly, I could sleep on my side, no problem. This is great. And yeah, I'll just get the day going. Okay, the half seat down setup totally wins. Just pulled over, got my shoes on, got my jacket on, keys in my pocket ready to go. Got my little water. And I can just walk right out the door Here we go. Fresh coat of snow. Got the ventilation going, just trying to get rid of this condensation. Beautiful day. We got a bridge to see if we can check out. These roads are barely passable. I'm not concerned about me, just the other drivers on the road. And yeah, maybe I'll have a coffee. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad in the daytime, I'll say that. Get things ready for transportation. I don't need anything flying around. And this isn't permanently attached. If I have some double-sided tape, I probably could get it attached, but it's easier to just do this while I'm driving. It doesn't go anywhere. You know, this doesn't roll around. It's fine. This snow is nothing. This is easy driving. But let's see if we can get to that bridge, because it looked interesting, and I'm curious what it is. If it's a walking bridge or an old rail bridge or a logging bridge. I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, the snowplow's been working today. He's come down that far. This road that goes to the bridge, it hasn't been plowed at all. It's like that. Should I try it? Yeah. Let's see what happens. Oh, and there's a gate. Looks like just a short hike down here, quarter mile each way, pretty level, and I want to see the view of the reservoir from on that little trestle bridge. This has been way more than a quarter mile. They really don't want people to get here by the looks of it. The only way to that bridge is some severe bushwhacking, and there's ice under all this freshly fallen snow. But I've found one of the coolest boondocking spots I've ever seen in my life. A couple of fire rings. Guessing that's why the gate's there. But yeah, people have obviously been camping here, and ta-da! All right, I got my exercise today. Now, I have never seen anything like this roll across my inbox before. Ooh, that is very slippery. I gotta help out a guy in love. So, here goes. And I've got to thank the folks that have donated to the channel as well. There's going to be some belated ones here. I'm going to start with the most belated and go to the least belated, because unfortunately I was down with the sickness for a bit and then had my holiday mental breakdown. So things are good now. I'm back from the gutter and excited about the future. So the snow should be gone in pretty much no time, next week or so. And I really don't like stealth camping in the cold. I've done it, believe me, you've seen it. And it's dangerous because you can't even carry enough gear to keep you properly warm. I'm thinking about moving out to the coast on a more permanent basis. I've been back and forth and kind of all over the country, and it's weighing on me not having a home base, you know. I have storage units, I have sea cans, I've got stuff in boxes all over the country, and I don't know. Got to a hotel because I severely need a shower. I've been driving around for a few days, living out of the back of my car kind of as I go. And that's good because there's internet here. I can get everything uploaded. And thanks for watching. I'm going to keep just driving and filming. I've got some basic stealth camping gear in my car because I only seem to use 3 things. The cot, that little tiny tent, and the hammock. So I've got them, a little sleeping bag, and some camo netting and a tarp. That's pretty much all I need for whatever I do. And I can kind of live out of the car as I'm doing this and get a lot more traveling done to find some spots. And thank you to everybody that's suggested spots because I'm scrolling through those and trying to get them organized in a bit of a game plan and see which ones are going to work. So cheers, everybody. Thanks for following along. And, you know, if you lost your patience with me, I understand it. But the rest of you that are going to stick around, more adventures to come. Cheers, everybody.
So the lie detector results are in, and Tom Brady does actually win from Hurts.
I told you.
You gotta take the bass out your voice. I will tackle you. We'll be right back. everything in moderation. Except for popcorn. Popcorn doesn't count. Skinny Pop. Enjoy endlessly.
We've always valued the long run. It's why our actively managed funds can help you achieve the goals you have now and the ones you're still imagining. So whether you're investing for your future or theirs, you can bring all of your possibilities into focus.
Hey guys, welcome to Camping with Steve. I parked on the side of the road here. It's a fairly busy road and I get recognized sometimes, so I've got a different ball cap on and a different jacket. And I'm gonna go camp behind a fire hall tonight. Something tells me there's not going to be a break in traffic at all, so I'm just going to wander in. Beautiful clearing in here, but it looks like an animal has died here. It was quite a while ago. There's nothing but bones left, but I don't want to set up my campsite along a game trail with dead animal bones on it. Nobody's going to see me in here. This is just perfect. I'm going to try to get a bit closer to the fire hall and see where I can set up a tent tonight. This spot here is really close to the roundabout, but you know roundabouts. People have enough trouble driving through them without looking in the bushes, so I'm not worried. This looks okay. Looks promising here. I think right in here looks like a good spot for the tent. There's a lot of traffic, but there's no sidewalk there. I also have a pretty good view of the fire hall on that side. And they shouldn't see me because we got another 2 hours of daylight, and seeing into the woods in the dark, that's just impossible. It's T-minus 2 hours until darkness. I'm not going to set up my tent, but I'm going to make sure all the parts are here. And it'll be ready to set up quick, but also ready to take it down if there is a problem. This entire place smells like you've just set up a Christmas tree in your living room, a real Christmas tree. It smells amazing here. Just about ready to set this up. I'm gonna get a little closer to the fire hall to see if I can see any activity. It is a volunteer fire hall. And the last thing we want to see is anybody getting dispatched, because they're always going to something that they'd much rather not. But who knows, they might have a training night, they do a big test burn in the parking lot or something, I don't know. It would be cool, and I'll enjoy a frosty yet refreshing beverage. Okay, there's lights on, so gotta be a receptionist in there or something. Definitely vehicles in the parking lot, so somebody's in there, likely doing paperwork, the funnest work of all. All right, I like to try and find the more local beers when I'm traveling around. This, I don't even know where it's from. Qualicum Beach, very close by. This is a Fern and Cedar Brewing Oceanside Lager that I'm gonna crack real stealthy. Beautiful, that's a stealth crack. That is a textbook stealth crack. You can't even taste the fern or the cedar. It's really good. I think that's just the name of the brewing company. I don't think they make their beers with ferns and cedars. Quiet evening at the fire hall, but that's good. It's a very good thing. It means people are being responsible. They got batteries in their smoke detectors, carbon monoxide alarms, fire extinguisher in the kitchen, all of that stuff. I heard something out this way where my camp is going to be set up, and I don't want to have any problems out here, so I'm going to check. everything looks good.
How did you guys meet? We need to know the story.
We met at Coachella. Hi.
Hi.
This is your trailer?
Yeah, I'm in the band. We're performing on the main stage.
August Moon?
Yeah. I met someone tonight. I feel a little inspired. This one's called Closer.
Selene, we need you up front. Okay. Like, now.
I don't know if you remember me, but we met in Coachella.
Yes, I remember you.
Well, I desperately need some artwork.
Twilight is here, and it is time for me to get this done while I can still see what I'm doing. Here we go. Perfect size. Not quite big enough to be comfortable and not quite small enough to be stealthy. Goldilocks zone. For people that wonder, this is a gear top tent. Got it a few years ago. And I got a message from them. And they said, "We love your channel. Wondering if you'd like to try a gear top camo tent." Obviously, they don't watch the channel because I own their tent and I've used it. As with a lot of these really small tents, they don't stand up on their own unless they're pegged down. So it limits the options of kind of where you can set up, but it keeps them small enough to fit in the backpack with, I've got a pretty substantial sleeping bag tonight and some food, and it's stealthy, I can say that much. All the yard lights and the lights in the fire hall just lit up like a Christmas tree. I'm still pretty shaded from any of the light coming in here. I should have investigated that first, but it's a happy surprise. It seems to be working out quite nicely. I'm hidden in the shadows. I got a scanner app. It's letting me hear all the radios here for the fire and rescue service. And this will let me know if anything is going to happen I need to be on guard for. I can't even understand what they're saying though, but that noise did not sound good. They said something. It's a little bit darker, so I'm going to walk around behind the fire hall here and kind of check this place out a bit more. Somebody in the parking lot looks like they're reporting for duty. Things are getting a bit more active around here. And they got a huge training facility on the back here by the looks of it. Maybe we'll do that test burn tonight. No problem getting a cell signal here today. That's about the biggest cell tower I've ever seen. It's shaping up to be a relatively quiet day. And that's okay. 5 p.m. on the dot, and a lot of people are showing up here. So they might be doing CPR training or something. There's a lot of stuff that happens down at the fire halls. They really do a good job for the community. And yep, more people pulling up as we speak. So some activity here. I'm gonna remain stealthy and slink back into the darkness. Well, that's cool. It looks like they were doing a tour for some families in the fire hall there, and the tour is over. They're on their way out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's nobody here overnight, so quiet night. Beautiful fire hall though. It's a 4-bay modern facility. The whole community should be proud of this place. It will serve well for years to come. Years to come. Okay, there are lights flashing on and off inside that building. Just gonna tuck back myself a little bit here. I don't know what that means. I've never known a flashing light to be good. Really hoping everyone's okay and this is a false alarm, but huge testament to these volunteers here that have actually shown up incredibly quickly after the light inside started flashing. And, you know, prayers for everybody here. Can't say enough about these volunteers here, because that alarm, the call went off right around dinner time. They'd have been sitting down with their families and had to leave and rush off. It's such an honorable thing and selfless. So I'm gonna weasel my way back here and cook some dinner, or get my dinner prepared and get the sleeping bag set up. It's cooling off here a little bit. Actually just in time. Looks like they're coming back from the call.
This is the GMC Sierra. Available with the ultimate luxury interior. GMC Sierra, it's the truck.
The Circlite jacket is a highly adaptable active insulation layer for use across dynamic conditions and activity levels. The jacket features a body-mapped hybrid fabric construction with 60 grams per meter squared of Primaloft Gold synthetic insulation throughout the torso, back, and hood.
See how this meal works out. I've got these vacuum flask thermoses. Because I'm outside of a fire hall, I'm not going to cook meal with an open flame. Every single time I do, the stove catches on fire, something explodes, and I go running for dear life. And we can't have that happening right beside a fire hall. That's inappropriate and disrespectful. So I warmed up some shaved deli beef and some au jus earlier. I don't think this is a park people usually cook in. See if it's still warm. Things could be delicious. It's highly possible. Well, this is lukewarm, so could be worse. This one with the au jus in it. Still steaming. Okay, good. Yeah. Now this is a good sandwich. Why have I never used thermoses before? This is a game changer. Okay. To cut down on the gear, I'm not bringing a sleeping pad. Soft enough here. That's easy. Got this thing. Should be good for 20 Fahrenheit or -7 Celsius. We'll see. This is like a prime example of why you shouldn't leave these things crushed up in a bag all the time, because you really have to poof them back up again. Like there's spots in here where there's no loft at all, and it's hopefully gonna work for me. Turn off this light and fluff this around enough to hopefully make it come back to life. Alright, I'm getting a bit cold. I'm gonna crawl in here and try to fluff around that sleeping bag, because I think it's wrecked from being probably put away a little bit wet or moist and crushed down to nothing, because it is basically like lumpy all over. We'll see. Thankfully, despite the fact the sleeping bag is a little iffy, I'm in a tent and it's much warmer in here. The ground is soft. I'm gonna keep a close ear out for any other issues that can arise through the night, but I'm all set up in here. See you guys in the morning.
Morning. I didn't hear anything else at that fire hall last night, so it was pretty quiet, aside from all the raging traffic going right by, and the airplanes taking off and landing because there's an airport not far. But I'm gonna get out of here. At the very least, start packing some stuff up. This crazy little sleeping bag. For the life of me, I don't know what happened here, but it's been pretty good in the past, and now it's all just these random bunches. Like, I guess if I work at it a little bit and fluff it up, it might be salvageable, but that was not the type of a surprise I wanted, to find it's all messed up. According to the forecast, the rumor was that it was going to be raining pretty hard this morning. It's misty, that's for sure, but not a drop on any of this stuff, so it's great news. Nothing worse than packing up a tent when it's soaking wet. Found another one of these little dollar store chairs, and yeah, this thing must have cost $2. And it's fallen apart a little, but for the $2, I can't believe how well these work as long as you don't sit down full force on them. Yeah, last week all the fire departments around here did like a little food drive thing, and they put a firefighting boot on the table and everybody puts money into it. And they give that to the food bank. They raised over $100,000 for that. So I saw that in the news today. But they gave me one of these handy little things when I made my donation to the boot, and it comes in handy for camping. It's not stealthy at all under any circumstances, but it's good information to have about fire smoke alarms and stuff. Just as when I found it. Not a stitch of garbage anywhere. I combed over this place pretty thoroughly, and I'm impressed. Not a wrapper, not a gum wrapper, not an empty can, nothing. So this is a really refreshing thing to see in the woods beside a busy road. And speaking of that, yes, this road is still definitely quite busy. But after I've already committed the crime, I'm not worried about anybody spotting me on the way out of here. I just have to grab my sunglasses and my hat that I stashed into the tree, and let's get back to the car and pray it's still there. I don't think there would be a problem. It didn't look like a no parking spot, but I didn't see anybody else parked there. So let's see if there's a ticket on the window or something, but I think I'll be okay. Just like that, I'm out of the woods. Well, it didn't get towed away, so that's a good thing. It's like, it looks like it was supposed to be a bike lane or something. Like, it doesn't look like a normal parking spot. The sidewalk turns right into this, and nobody else is parked here, but there's no signs that say I can't. Just felt weird being the only one parked on such a long stretch. Anyway, car looks okay. Time to get out of here. Not even a ticket on the windshield. How about that? Well, thanks everybody for following this week's adventure in the woods behind a fire hall. As always, if you can handle this type of stuff, please consider subscribing. It does help. And on the same note, if you are subscribed and this is no longer your jam, I take no offense if you unsubscribe. It goes both ways, of course. So I'm going to keep on looking for these spots and doing other types of projects. If you know of any good stealth camping spots out here on the West Coast, please send them my way, and I'll definitely make it worth your while and give you some shout outs here, because I used to spend a very much smaller portion of my time trying to find stealth camping spots. And those were back in the days before the roundabout and stuff, where, you know, literally just beside a hiking trail was incredible content. And now the game's been upped so much that I spend most of my time actually searching on Street View and Google Maps and driving around to find spots. So the rules of the game are, they can't be full-blown trespassing. I can't have permission to do it, and it's got to be safe. So those are like the three kind of rules, and that narrows things down quite a bit. But I will keep searching, and I'm gonna mix things up with you know, I have a couple of other stealthy spots, so I'll mix that up with some more, you know, interesting shelters, that type of stuff, and just adventure in general, because just got to keep on driving until somewhere feels like home. So thanks for following along on the journey, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
I get to skip the counter and pick my car as a Gold Plus Rewards member. Sign me up for that.
Just stop.
First of all,
can I
it was
talk?
Go
This
ahead.
is a 50-50 podcast.
Okay, go ahead.
And I feel like you think that you're the captain of the ship.
I am.
We're like the lighthouse. We're the two dudes in the lighthouse.
It says right here the highest, the most she's ever lifted is 2 Hyundais.
If you want to Google, let's
2
Google.
Hyundai Sonatas.
If you want to Google, friend, let's
Don't
Google.
try to tell me that my people are weak and yours are strong.
But we can play that game though. You know, Irish ping pong players. Let's go.
Oh my God.
Let's go. That's one of my point is that you go weightlifting, I can go ping pong. My point is,
I'll beat you in ping pong.
You two are bad friends.
Who are these two idiots?
A white dude and an Asian dude. You guys are weird.
Andrew looking good.
Have you seen a Korean guy around here?
Ooh, Bobby?
You two are sociopaths.
You two are disgusting.
You guys are nuts.
You guys are sick.
You two are wholesome and decent.
Oh, good. You two are back together.
You guys are freaks.
You are a bad friend.
You two are dangerous when you coordinate. You guys are gross.
Oh, you two are something.
We're bad friends.
completely snap.
Hey, those are supposed to be turned. Is that look right on camera? The way that the the bamboo looks.
Yeah.
I did bamboo so on purpose because of you.
Oh, that's good.
I went to IKEA this morning,
And then
literally
you,
at
and
10
then you
a.m.
got
just
that
to buy
color.
this.
I got that color for you because you're bland. So, hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Khakis and I'm bland.
Look at you. You have a phony ass vintage Coke shirt. That's such a fucking.
It's a 100% vintage shirt.
From where? Where's it from?
I don't know where.
Jet
That's
Rag.
what's what. Not
It's
from
fake.
Jet Rag.
It's fake.
You're fake.
Yeah.
All right.
I am phony.
You're funny.
Turn it on. Are we rolling already?
They're already rolling.
Pieces of shit.
Don't say that to that.
Both of these guys are fucking pieces of shit.
Well, I have already known that George is a piece of shit because I've known him for very long.
Let's do this real fast.
Yeah.
Let's thank George because he did do a wonderful job on this studio. Look at our new studio.
Yeah,
Thank you, George.
Yeah. It's great. It's wonderful. When I got here, George was hanging shit up. You do that when the Papa is not here.
Yeah.
You don't do that when he's here, ready to go.
Yeah, George, you know what George said to me last night? Who showed up last night, George? I did, right? With my dog? And I said, George, where...
Don't call your wife that.
What? What did you say?
Don't call your wife that.
I'll call her whatever the fuck I want. I bought her. I said to George, hey, man, what are we going to do tonight? And I dropped off some stuff, and he said, I'm going to put up some shelves.
Yeah.
Didn't do it.
One shelf.
Right? Didn't do it. Did it right now. If everyone can see at home, I don't know if you can see. Screws sticking out, holes in the wall.
Yeah,
Not so good.
And then
not so good.
The cacti.
Yeah.
One cacti.
One cacti. Oh.
You know what, dude?
One cacti. Don't do that. Don't.
Am I Pol Pot?
Yeah.
I am. Yeah.
Don't
and
do that.
I caused a lot of murder. I'm so sorry.
Bamboo. I bought you bamboo. Say
Thank
thank
you.
you. Pull it towards you.
You know what you have though?
That's not even on camera, is it?
It's not even camera. But here's what you have,
What
right?
do I got?
You have this hidden rage inside you.
It's not hidden at all.
I know, but it's I understand that. But when you have, because I saw There Will Be Blood and the oil, right? Sometimes they can see oil sticks just coming out of the soil.
Right.
That's what your rage is. But underneath,
it's bubbling.
Is bubbalo.
Bubbalo.
Why? If you do an Asian accent again,
I'm not. That's not an Asian. Why would that be an Asian accent?
Bubbalo.
No, bubbalo means it's like a. That's like a guttural. It's a bubbalo.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's a bubbalo.
I read it wrong.
Bum, me walking down the street.
We're not doing that here.
Feeling so good to me. No, we're not.
We're not doing that here.
Bobby, I want to give you something. I'm excited to do this with you real fast. Okay, will you do this with me?
Sure.
Okay. Do you know what the Oscars are?
I love them.
Do you know who got nominated?
Oh sure.
So you know everything.
Han Solo's son. What's his name? Han Solo's son.
What?
The guy. He was on Girls.
Adam Driver?
He did.
Okay. That's the only one that you know?
No, I know more.
Which ones?
DiCaprio.
Did he get nominated?
For Best Actor, yes.
Did he really? He did?
Yeah.
Fuck.
He was great in that.
All right, so one of the things that got nominated was the movie The Irishman. Did you watch The Irishman? No? Okay. We're about to reenact one of my favorite scenes from The Irishman, okay?
Well, can I watch the movie first before we
Nope, that's the best part.
Okay. Can I be Joe Petro?
Okay. You can either be Jimmy Hoffa.
Oh, I want to be Jimmy Hoffa.
Do you know who Jimmy Hoffa is?
Yeah, he was a union guy.
Okay, so you want to be Jimmy Hoffa.
Then he disappeared.
That's right.
Yeah.
You want to be Jimmy Hoffa?
Yeah.
Okay. That's Jimmy Hoffa's lines.
And I'm gonna be Tony Pro. And if people that have seen the movie know who Tony Pro is, okay? I want you to act this out very seriously.
All right.
All right.
Fuck it. Let's go.
No. Let's fucking read it. Let's do it the right way. Okay, ready? This is for
I'm just rehearsing.
This is for the Oscar season. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Interior Private Club, Miami Day, 1972. Frank and Jimmy waited a table for Tony Pro to show up.
Can I improvise?
Fuck, dude. Fuck.
Can I improvise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Frank and Jimmy waited a table for Tony Pro to show up. Jimmy checks his watch, looks at Frank.
Hey, fuck it. Fuck it. Yeah.
Cut. You're going to have to get through the first line if we're going to be able to do this.
I'm improvising.
You have to get through the first line without a doubt. You're going to have to get through it.
So I can't improvise.
That's improvising? Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. You did a record scratch. You just said fuck it 4 times.
But read the thing again.
Interior Private Club, Miami Day, 1972.
Hey, forget about it. Okay.
Jimmy...
Hey.
Frank and Jimmy waited at a table for Tony Pro to show up. Jimmy checks his watch, looks at Frank.
Fuck it, let's go.
Let's give him a few more minutes.
This isn't right. You don't do this. You don't make a man wait.
I know.
The only time you do that is when you want to say something, when you want to say fuck you. That's the only time.
Frank nods, they wait, Jimmy getting madder by the second. Finally, a white Cadillac pulls out front, and Pro, wearing shorts and a short-sleeve shirt, comes in with his cousin-in-law, Tony Jack, who, unlike Pro, is wearing enough clothes to conceal a piece, and join Jimmy and Frank at the table. Can you believe this weather? People are freezing to death in New York, and look at us. It's 80 outside. It's perfect. Why don't we live here year-round is what I want to know.
Hey, it's summer.
What?
Hey, it's summer, People aren't freezing to death in New York.
In my mind, it's always 8 degrees in New York. I'm making a point.
This is how you dress for a meeting?
This is how you dress in Florida? In a suit?
For a meeting. If it's Florida, Timbuktu. And you're late.
What?
You're late.
There was traffic.
It's never been late for a meeting in my life.
Wasn't there traffic? There was.
I never wait for anybody who's late for more than 10 minutes.
I'd say 15. 15 is right.
No. 10.
I don't think so. 10 is not enough. You gotta take traffic into account.
That is taking traffic into account, buddy. That's why it's 10.
I still say 15.
10.
Fine, we disagree on that.
More than 10. You're saying something. Are you saying something to me?
I'm here. That says what it says. What can I do for you?
I want to ask you for endorsements for something.
Whoa. Before you tell me, let's get the other thing straightened out.
I can't do anything about your pension. Now, with Fitz out there. With Fitz there, you should talk to Fitz about it.
I did. He says he'll take care of it. No questions asked. You wouldn't do that, but he will. I meant the other thing.
The other thing?
You know.
I don't know.
Your apology.
My apology for what?
For what you said when you were sitting there eating your fucking ice cream like some fucking king. That was an ethnic slur. You people.
I apologize for that. After you apologize for being late, you motherfucker whoop cocksucker.
I'll apologize for being late after I kidnapped your granddaughter, rip her guts out, and send them into you in a fucking envelope.
Wow, we did it? How was it? Was that dead on, just like the movie?
Scene?
Was that just like the movie? I just feel like it was.
That's what I think we should win an award for that.
We should win something for that, right?
You know what I was going to do? I was going to print out some old stuff of yours to make you reread from some of your earlier stuff, but I didn't want to do it.
Why? You wanted to shame me in front of everyone?
Harold and Kumar. No, I was going to print out your scene from Harold and Kumar because I thought it was one of my favorite scenes you ever did.
We should do scenes from other classics.
Yeah, we could do scenes all the time from other classics.
Raging Bull. I want to do Raging Bull.
You want to do that?
My wife.
You fuck my wife.
I want you fuck my wife.
Why do you go when you were doing that impression of an Italian guy? Why did you go back and forth between like a weird old Asian guy to then like a slow, like a slow?
I know because I don't do it.
I don't do it.
I didn't say it like that.
Yes,
fucker.
you do. Yeah, you did.
Did I really?
I don't do it. Isn't that what he sounded like? I don't do it.
Yeah, because, dude, I don't do Italian accents.
Can you not do any accents? When you go in for an audition, if they say we need an accent, what do you do? I had to do Boston today. Do Boston for me.
Can you? I'll do a line, and you say a line, I'll try.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
I'll say exactly from the show. Ready?
Go ahead.
He goes, He said, "Yeah, what a great." Hold on, I have to look. I have to look away from it now. While I do it real fast.
just look at me.
I have to close my eyes while I do it. If I look at you while I do it, it's gonna be hard.
Just don't do the fucking audition. Just do a line that you would say if you're from Boston.
Oh, bro, yeah, fucking over there where, yeah, that's where we live. That's why Brady's the best. He's the best quarterback. Quarterback.
I can't do it. There's no way I could do it.
Brady.
Brady. Okay,
Brady. You sound like a little Italian one.
Yeah.
That's how you should have read this. Brady.
Yeah, here's the thing, dude.
Did you really audition for a Marvel movie today?
Yeah, I did.
Did you feel good about it?
The first take, no. But I thought
You're not going to be. What are you going to be in the movie? Not a superhero. Good God, no. You'll be like a.
That's so fucking rude that you say that.
Do you think you have a superhero body?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does. That's
there are.
Name a superhero that looks like you.
Toad from X-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are superheroes you're not even aware of. Dead Girl. You know who that is?
No, but I
She's
guess
dead.
I can put it together what she is.
Yeah. She's dead, so you can't kill her.
That's not. Nobody wants to watch that.
I'm just telling you that they exist.
Nobody wants to watch a superhero that can't.
There's a Japanese X-Men called Sunfire.
Sunfire.
They don't say it like that.
Sunfire was the name of a Pontiac car. Pontiac Sunfire.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm not saying it a certain way.
No, but you're saying to me that there's no way in hell that I'll ever be a superhero in a movie, and
You would never.
I think that you're wrong.
You would never be a superhero in a movie. I would never be a superhero in a movie. Neither would you. And I'm in way better shape than you are.
It has nothing to do with your shape. Dude.
Yes,
it
it
has
does.
to do with the power that you're born with, or if something happened to me.
Name one superhero movie that's really famous where the
No,
main
I'm
lead
just
actor
telling-
isn't in shape.
Okay, I'm just telling you right now.
Name one.
I got right now.
You?
No, what's his name? He follows me on Twitter. He's in Doctor Strange, the fat Asian guy.
I'm glad you know him.
You know what I'm talking
These
about.
guys don't even know.
Yeah.
Something Wong.
Yeah. Don't say something wrong ever again, okay? You fucking bastard.
I didn't
Especially being
say
an
it.
Asian. I know, but him.
Wait,
You can't go something wrong.
What's the name of the movie?
Doctor Strange.
Could we be clear? It was John that said something wrong and not me.
No,
It was
George.
Yeah, Doctor
It was George.
Strange, Asian
Benedict
guy.
Cumberbatch, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Rachel McAdams.
No.
That's who's in it.
Go further. There's more
Benedict Wong.
than Benedict Wong.
Benedict Wong.
Yeah, he's a fat Chinese dude.
But he's from England.
It doesn't fucking matter what the fuck it has to
Yes,
do
it
with
does.
it.
A fat Chinese guy with an English accent.
But in the movies, he doesn't have one. He doesn't really have one. It's very
very-
broken English.
Let's
My point is that I just proved you wrong. So go fuck yourself.
Wait. What character was he in this? He was Wong. His name was Wong. Not a superhero.
Did you see the movie?
No.
He did superhero shit.
While on the journey of a physical
He
and spiritual...
went like this. He went like this. He went like this, and there was a hole, and the people ran in and out of the hole. But he did it. He goes, oh no. He goes, oh no, and he makes a circle, right? And then Doctor Strange goes, is it done? Go through.
Go through.
Yeah, and he runs through, and then he goes, oh, and he closes it back up.
That's
he
all
was
he
also
does.
he was also in the Avengers movies, Endgame. Big part.
What was the part?
Oh, he goes, but instead of Doctor Strange, he goes, Tony Stark, get through. Yeah, other people. I'm Captain America, get through. Right? And they go through.
Look, the point is,
Yeah.
you're not going to be a superhero. Neither am I. So in this movie, you might get the role, but it's not going to be a superhero.
Oh, it's fine. And can I say this?
What's your superhero? What's your superpower?
In real life?
Vaping? What would your power be?
It's the fucking... What? dude, you know what? Guys like you.
We need help.
All right. When you said that you got diarrhea from hilarities.
Oh my God.
All right.
This is not true.
Just stop.
First of all,
can I
it was
talk?
Go
This
ahead.
is a 50-50 podcast.
Okay, go ahead.
And I feel like you think that you're the captain of the ship.
I am.
We're like the lighthouse. We're the two dudes in the lighthouse.
No, I'm on the top of the lighthouse. You're down below.
Regardless.
I'm upstairs.
Because in the movie you die first.
So?
All right. So here's the deal, all right? One of the best comedy clubs in America is a club called Hilarities.
Yeah.
It's in Cleveland. I was just there last week, right? And one of the greatest men in the whole world, he owns it. His name is Nick. And everyone loves him.
I haven't said one.
One of
I
the
haven't said
kindest
anything.
people. So the staff, I'm eating dinner there, and it's delicious food, one of the best steakhouses in America, and I love it, and thank you so much for having me there, because you guys are wonderful people. And I'm so sorry there's negativity in your life, and it's coming from somebody that's that you're not even aware of.
Well, first of all.
Yeah. So here,
Yes.
let me finish the story.
They
All
said,
right.
Mr. Santino, welcome, when I showed up.
Yeah, that's before you accused them of diarrhea.
I didn't.
Oh, just let me finish the story.
Okay.
God, you get so angry.
I
Look
get
at the
so
rage.
well, because you're making up lies. This is fake news.
It's not fake news.
Go ahead.
All right, let's just say, so I'm sitting there and they go, oh, yeah, Santino was here. And we just thought that, we treated him nice, get a meal, this and that. And then he goes on Joe Rogan's podcast and tells them that our food is terrible. And he gave us chronic diarrhea and almost died. And it just hurts us.
That's not.
And I looked at, let me finish the story, you fuck. Let me finish the story, all right?
It's not true.
Can I finish the story, though?
Please.
And at the end of my story, I'll go, I'm done with the story, and then you can talk.
Fine.
All right? Okay. So I'm sitting there with them, and they're on the verge of tears,
Yeah.
by the way, right? Because they're the nicest people you'll ever meet, right? So I go, I can't believe that he would say something like that, because Andrew is a very good guy, and I don't know, but he said it on the podcast, and Bobby, that we Bill Burr, when he did his special in England, he texted me and said thank you for all the stage time. He really is a kind of guy that nurtures real talent, and he, how you go to some comedy clubs and it's uncomfortable, they don't treat you right.
Yeah.
He's the polar opposite. Comes from the school of Sebastian Maniscalco of class, right?
Okay.
And when you belittle somebody with class, and you start rumors, and you badmouth people, and you put that black magic out there, your verbal black magic, right? What it does is it just creates just a chasm